Okay, today on Gaming with Rin, we are back with Mass Effect 2. Push this space adventure forward. We didn't get very far. We did all the intro stuff, and then we only cleared, the first galaxy in Romania here. So let's get farther, right? I probably want to gather some more materials before I go. So I used a bunch of them already on research.
Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe.
Is that it? Alright, that's about it. Alright, so we have Normandy crash site. We've got two other galaxies that lead possibly nowhere. I guess we're supposed to be going towards Normandy crash site, right? Should I check these other directions?
Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away. Launching probe.
Alright.
Probe launched. Probe away. In research projects, Element Zero is used for bioamp and Omni-tool upgrades, which allow squad members who have biotic and tech powers to be much more effective.
Thank you for that.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe launched. Launching probe.
Okay. We got one more planet somewhere. We got this one, we got this one. It says I've only got 66% of this galaxy. What's the other thing? Star? Oh, the star.
Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe.
Alright, let's
Probe
fill
away.
up on palladium, I guess. We really need the other ones. Okay. Let's get out of here. Now we're gonna leave the galaxy. And then we're gonna go back to Sarah Barrack or whatever. Recharge. Alright, now we're going to Bathar. Now we're going to Amada.
Launching probe.
I'm kind of happy the moon
launched.
buggy is gone.
Probe launched.
I don't need it right now.
Launching probe. Probe away.
Alright, we're almost recharged.
I have detected an anomaly.
General distress. Beacon auto process interrupted
Probe
at
away.
force point ACO 655321. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon auto process
Launching
interrupted at
probe.
parse point ACO.
Scans have found something.
Alright. We found a base. I should take Saeed to... And I like Garrus because he's my boy. Though I get the impression they won't, you know, get along, but... Should I do missiles this time? They're both on battle rifles. Alright. I got 2 snipers with me. Alright, new guy. Let's check the squad. I already did level them. Alright, fine. We got a bounty hunter and my sniper.
They've seen us.
This should slow him down.
Hostile down.
No shields! Scratch one!
Mind over matter!
Whoa.
Down you go. Okay, who's next?
Clear? We're supposed to recover stolen data. Okay. Okay, we gotta go. Alright. How much all I mean?
There we go! There we go!
Kinetics are down!
This should punch through their armor.
Fire! I'm sending control!
Sit down.
Need some cover!
Hostile down.
Eclipse! I'll tear you apart!
Hell of a shot. Firing concussive shot.
Okay, so we continue on.
This computer contains the encrypted intelligence extracted from the captured Cerberus agent. The information could adversely affect Cerberus if it were ever circulated publicly. Data received.
Alright, we found it. We're gonna hold on to that and figure out what's going on.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Ew! Ew! Blah. Sure. does it do? Effective against armor, shields, and biotics. Alright, fine. We'll add it to the arsenal. So I'm gonna go talk to Garrus.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Very
Talk to you later,
well.
Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
That's ED. Alright. He doesn't want to talk about it right now. Got it. Back out we go. We're adventuring. So, we did Korak, we did Lorak. They all have very similar sounding names. I used up my iridium. Do we have any iridium? Yes, we do.
Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe.
I need iridium more than platinum.
Probe launched.
Alright. And we filled up. Alright, we're going back to here. So I have a 100? Why not? I'm gonna finish this galaxy. We're looking for element 0 and iridium.
Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched.
Alright. One. Oh, there's another one on the side.
Probe launched. Launching probe.
Alright.
Probe launched. Launching probe.
at 60. Fly over here.
Probe away. Probe launched. I have detected an anomaly. Launching probe. Something on our sensors.
Just finish the scanning first.
Probe launched.
Reload our iridium.
Probe launched.
Plant. We're looking for the wreckage of Old Normandy. Lost 20 members of the crew. I guess we're looking for dog tags. There's one. Palawa Robert. Okay. Tanaka Raymond. Low Helen M. That's the monument here. Oh, that was where we used to talk to her. Alexei Dupianeski. Then we'll put the monument here. Let's keep searching. Oh, the monument here. Lamb Orden. We got 5 of 20. Emerson Hector. There's the old moon buggy over there. Oh, I almost missed this one. Barrett Germain. I have to walk around to get there, I guess. see shiny. Gladstone Harvey. I steal the CIC. Chase Addison. Presley. Yeah, that only works if the foreign aliens work with you. They don't get people's respect if they sit there backstabbing, sabotaging, committing crimes, and blockading other people from jobs who are supposed to be working. Bakari Jamin. Alright. How do I get up there? Gotta walk around the other side. Mizo? You gain folks' respect when you work with them. You don't gain people's respect when you're practicing crimes and attacking. The foreigners are absolutely being, they aren't the same caliber as what they used to be, let's just put it that way. Over here. We are at 12. Ramen Mandira. Wolfberry Amina. Morizo. Alright, there's one over here. That's 14. Did we get this one? There's 6 more somewhere. I went this way, right? Nope, I see shiny over there. Gee, that's the Glasgow Monica. Cacti Abishai? Why are all these guys Indian sounding names? Here's the old shuttle. Javine Rosamans? That's my shuttle. That's not an old shuttle, it's actually my shuttle. been everywhere? And place the monument here at the crew quarters. But I don't want to place the monument until I've picked up all the dog tags, until it considers that done. Okay. Draven. This would be the pilot. Joker's Siege. This is basically, I think, where I should put the thing. On solid ground right here. In front of the ship. Okay, we're missing one Granado Carolyn. So who is our last dog tag and where did I miss it? So I'm further in that direction. Oh, over here. By the shuttle. I mean, the buggy. Alright. Crosby Silas. So let's go back to the entrance to the cockpit. I think that's a good place for the memorial. It's on the front of the ship. It's on stable ground. And it's got a lot of workstations, so we'll put this here. Alright, back to the shuttle. Okay, we got our helmet. And we got all 20 dog tags of our missing crew.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
They were dead. They were, I guess they were missing in the action. And now they have the dog tags, they know they were dead. Alright, now we are going back. To Omega.
Fuel at 1/2 capacity.
Yep, heading here. Alright, now we're going to finish off this area. We have 80% of this galaxy, we might as well finish it off, right? Here.
Probe away.
Do I just keep filling the
Launching
holes?
probe. Probe launched.
My bar says I
Probe
already
launched.
have max palladium. Am I supposed to just keep gathering it? I don't remember. Like, it looks like my cargo hold is full with the
Probe
bar
away.
being full.
Launching probe.
So I need like 50,000
launched.
of,
Probe away.
alright. That's one planet.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe launched.
Alright, one more. One
Probe
more.
launched.
And there's one more planet over here.
Probe away. Probe away. Launching probe.
The numbers are just
Probe away.
climbing. So I guess as long as there's a...
Probe away. Probe away.
Alright. And there's one more area we haven't checked yet. Galactic Explorer.
Probe away. Probe launched.
It's not really amazing. We're gonna see what other planets have to offer first. Oh, that was it. Whatever, we're just gonna head back. Go back to the master relay. We've got 100% on this galaxy.
Only half our fuel remains.
Fuel depot. Now we're going to the master relay. And okay, so I guess we should go for the thief. So we have an overlord, warlord, help Saeed. There's a lot of things to do here. I guess we should do this one. Do our groceries, talk to... Which one was our master thief? I don't even remember. Is this main plot? Probably should have looked at that. We're gonna take Garrus. And we're gonna take, Miranda. Garrus, because he was part of the old crew, and Miranda, because she represents the new crew.
Commander Shepard, enter the password and receive a free gift. Please tell me your password, Commander Shepard.
Silence is golden.
Good to finally meet you, Commander Shepard. Kasumi Goto. I'm a fan.
Has Cerberus filled you in on the mission?
Honestly, I'm shocked they didn't come to see me sooner. My fault for being hard to find, I guess.
What's with the password and the sneaking around? Are you in trouble or something?
I'm the best thief in the business, not the most famous. Need to watch my step to keep it that way. I also needed to make sure all this was legit. And I have no doubts now. You're the real Commander Shepard.
What brought you to Cerberus?
That's a bit of a story. Short version, they were looking for me, so I trailed them to find out why. Turns out they were looking for someone to join you on an important mission, and were offering a serious signing bonus. I had a thing I needed help with, so I made them a deal. And here we are.
I assume this deal is something I should know about.
Yeah, I guess it slipped their minds. I'm looking for my old partner's gray box. A man named Donovan Hawk took it, and I'm planning to get it back.
What's this heist you're planning?
Not here, Shepard. You'll get a briefing when the time comes. I need time to nail down the details anyway. I've taken the liberty of getting you some evening wear, though. You want to look presentable.
What do you know about Donovan Hawk?
Mr. Hawk is a well-respected businessman. Arms dealer, murderer, generally not a great guy. His mansion's famous for being hard to crack, but I have a way in, and I think you're gonna love it.
I assume a gray box is some kind of hardware.
It's a neural implant. Illegal in most places. Stores memories, thoughts, secret codes, illicit information. This one in particular belonged to my partner, Keiji Okuda. We worked together for a long time, before Hawk killed him.
Tell me about this former partner of yours.
His name was Keiji Okuda, the best hacker and entryman I've ever known. Unfortunately, he slipped up and made himself infamous. He stole something he shouldn't. He warned me it was bad, something that could spark interstellar war if it got out. That information got him killed.
If that's what Cerberus promised you, we'll get it done.
It'll be fun. And if we're lucky, you won't even have to draw your gun. We should probably wrap this up. You look pretty silly standing there talking to an advertisement. See you on the ship, Shepard.
Alright.
This recruits is a 20-kilo ferrous slug. Feel the weight! Every 5 seconds, the main gun of an Empress-class dreadnought accelerates 1 to 1.2...
2 years since the destruction of the Destiny Ascension, planning for the fleet of the new Allied Citadel defense unit have reached another impasse. The Asari Republics had...
I'm sorry, sir, but I'll need you to remove any bio... Can I help you, ma'am?
It's been a couple years since I passed through here. Security seems to have tightened a bit.
After the Geth attack, there was a review of security protocol. A few minor changes were made to reduce the risk of Geth infiltration. We apologize for the inconvenience.
You'd think a Geth would stand out.
Assumptions are dangerous. Be alert, be safe.
Thanks for your time.
Next.
Obviously, security has tightened since you were last here. Shut it down.
What? Do you seriously think?
Yeah, okay. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am. Our scanners are picking up false readings. They seem to think you're, dead.
I was only mostly dead. Try finding that option on government paperwork.
We need to get that cleared up for you. Why don't you talk to my captain? He's just beyond the scanners on the right.
You'll have to make him scream a little. He's not gonna tell you everything just because you ask.
I know, sir.
If you don't have the stomach or you're worried about being reported, I can take care of it.
No, sir. I can handle it.
Yes, I see the problem already, Commander Shepard. My console says you're dead.
Your sergeant said you could help with that.
Usually you'd have to go through the station security administration to reactivate your IDs. Then to customs and immigration to regain access to the Citadel itself, and probably a stop by the Treasury. Spending a year dead is a popular tax dodge. But I can see you're a busy woman. So how about I just press this button right here, and we call it done?
Couldn't one of us or both of us get into trouble for that?
There's no way to fool the DNA scanners in that tunnel. You're you. Why wait in long lines and fill out a massive useless hard copy paperwork to get to the same place? The Council does everything by the book. They've had thousands of years to write it. Sometimes things need to get done without a committee vote.
That'd be great.
Let's do it then.
Done. You're good to go. You should head up to the Presidium, though. The Council would probably like to know that one of their lost specters is still kicking.
What's the easiest way to get to the Presidium from down here?
Head back through the security checkpoint and take a public shuttle.
I will. Having access to the Council and the Spectre's resources would be useful.
Yeah. The Council can get anything. Best thing about working CSEC is that any equipment, information, or money you need, you get. Anyway, something else you need? Or can I get back to work?
How'd you end up working on the Citadel?
I started with the Alliance way back when, but the traveling was killing me. It's a shitty life if you're trying to raise a family, seeing your kids every 6 months. I joined CSEC so I could stay in one place, put down roots.
It looks like most of the damage from Sovereign's attack has been repaired.
The Presidium was pretty shot up. Of course, they fixed that first. All the wards got hit with debris when the ship exploded. Most of the damage was superficial, and the Keepers got things restored fast. Tasery Ward got the worst. A big chunk hit near the Dillanaga concert hall. They're still clearing wreckage and trying to get power restored.
I need to talk to the Council. How can I get to the Presidium from
Head
here?
through the security checkpoint and take a public shuttle.
Tell me about this place.
All the wards are more or less multicultural, but the other 4 are dominated by Asari, Turians, or Solarians. In Zakira, we've got major enclaves of Volus, Elcor, and Hanar. There's also a human commercial zone at Shinakiba. We've got a few Krogan walking around, and I think I saw a Quarian the other day.
I overheard your conversation. Make him scream a little?
This isn't a Presidium. All they have to worry about are protesters outside their free speech zones or someone's poodle crapping on the grass. Down here, we have drugs, organized crime, and murder. Policing a ward is like policing New York City. Sometimes you have to work outside the Council's rulebook.
CSEC has changed.
He'd fit in CSEC now.
Last time I was here, there were no human captains in CSEC.
The CSEC took a lot of casualties when the Geth boarded the Presidium. The Special Response Division was hard hit. They stopped turning their noses up at human resumes. They needed bodies in uniform, and we had the most experienced bodies.
I should be going.
You need anything else, let me know.
The problem is they're not doing things very legally, are they? I have, okay.
Welcome back, Shepard. It has been 2 years, 3 months, and 17 days since the Citadel last welcomed you. This is the Zakera Ward Transportation Hub. Public shuttles and shopping are available through the CSEC security cordon. The Alliance Embassy has issued a travel advisory for human visitors to the Citadel. Would you like to hear it now?
Let me hear the travel advisory.
Due to recent adjustments to the Council, humans may find aliens on the Citadel less friendly than usual. Alliance citizens are advised to limit their time in non-human sectors. Group travel is strongly recommended. If you feel you are being followed or threatened, talk to any nearby CSEC officer, or contact the embassy through the station network.
Wow, that's like today, except white people are the ones being attacked and can't go anywhere by themselves in their own countries. Did you know that in Canada and all across the world, Canadian men and women of the ages between 17 and 22 are disappearing? Yeah, we think it's identity theft and racism.
That makes it sound like there are anti-human race riots going on.
There have been 26 incidents of large-scale civil disorder aboard the Citadel in the past 2 years. Many non-human residents disagree with the Alliance-led restructuring of the Council and wish a return to the status quo.
There seem to be a lot more CSEC officers than the last time I was here.
In the wake of the Geth attack 2 years ago, additional security precautions were implemented for the safety and security of residents. In addition to increased CSEC patrols, weapon carry restrictions have been tightened.
So has crime decreased?
Violent crime has decreased by 23%. Property crime has decreased by 41%. Incident clearance has improved by 16%.
Looks like this place has recovered from Sovereign's attack.
Repair of the damage from the Geth attack is ongoing. There is still extensive damage on Tasery Ward.
Geth? It was Sovereign who led the attack. A Reaper.
I have no information on a Reaper. References to the term exist in some parahistorical theories on galactic extinction cycles.
They've suppressed information about the Reapers. Far easier to blame the Geth, a known enemy.
What stores are available on this level?
Only one store exists on this level. Citadel Souvenirs offers licensed mementos of your visit. Their line of starship models is well regarded.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Why do I keep sneezing?
I hear this is the best place for food on Zakera Ward.
Yeah, we need that. Yeah, we'll take that. Yeah, why not?
You heard wrong. This is the best place for food on the whole damn Citadel.
Solar electronics. That goes down. I don't want to go down yet. We're still exploring this floor. Don't want to take shuttles yet.
I heard that those lakes up on the Presidium are filled with fish.
No, they're not.
You ever been up there?
No. CSEC won't let me. They say I'm a risk.
Here's the souvenir shop. Oh, these are ads. Electronics? We're browsing.
Human?
Excuse me.
What?
Look, I know our races aren't on the best of terms.
You are kinslayers. Your Admiral Hackett let the Council die.
There's nothing I can do about that. What I can do is stop the Geth from attacking again.
You hunt Geth?
Geth, pirates, mercenary scum, all over the terminus.
That's dangerous game. I don't like your kind, but I'll help the enemy of my enemy. I'll give you a discount, but I'll deny it if word gets around.
Thank you.
Just get the hell out of here before I change my mind.
Alright, heavy pistol damage. Oop, I want it, but I have no monies. Squad bonus. Ooh. These are very useful. Oh, I need a way of figuring out how to make more money.
So what do you think? Maybe a shotgun?
I like the assault rifle. It's like a...
Have you tried Galaxy of Fantasy yet? I love that game. It's based on Turian mythology, but it's really fun. I hear it has 11 billion players now. Do you have any games you'd like to trade in? You get 2 credits toward a new game.
There's Dark Star, that's the club.
And I can do for you?
I noticed you're one of the groundskeepers from Presidium. Do you know if there are fish in the lakes?
I get that question a lot. I think it's right behind where's the restroom. Those are reservoirs, the Presidium's own supply, independent from the water storage tanks in the wards. The only place I know of on the station to get a live fish is Delea Sonesi's gift shop.
Where is that gift shop?
In the market downstairs from the bar. Delea sells aquariums. Fish are the largest pets most station residents can get a permit for.
When I pour a glass of water, it's the same stuff tourists throw garbage in.
No, they purify it first. If some Solarian or human bacteria gets left in, and a Turian or Quarian drinks it, they could die. Everything would be so much simpler if we all had the same DNA. But no, the universe loves diversity.
I noticed you're one of the grounds.
I get that. The only place
Thanks for your time.
No problem. If you get up to the Presidium, check out the Demile flowers across from the convent. They're coming in very nicely.
Looking for a little R&R, Shepard? It's a nice enough place. A lot nicer than Cora's Den, anyway. I wasn't sorry to hear they never reopened after the Geth attack.
You cruise dancing? It just looks ridiculous. Yeah, this is real. That's absolutely how people dance in clubs. Nice touch, they have an actual bathroom. This looks like a men's bathroom. Why would you have a news thing you can't hear at the back of a loud club? Alright, well we solved the fish answer. We answered the Krogan's fish question. What else we got? We have...
People want to hear your story, Shepard.
What's her name again?
Khaleesa bint Sinan al-Jalani, Westerland News.
Very Islamic name.
I interviewed you 2 years ago when you first became a Spectre. You presented your case very well on camera. Do you have a minute?
What, so you can try to do another smear job on me?
Now, Shepard, you may object to my methods, but we're on the same side. You're bad, you're news. I just want to give your story its due.
Yeah, Islamics aren't exactly known for straight shooting on news.
Sources claim you were at the heart of the Presidium during the Battle of the Citadel. It's fair to say the course of the battle hinged on your words. If true, you told Admiral Hackett to abandon the Destiny Ascension, sacrificing nearly 10,000 lives, including the previous Citadel Council.
It was time for us to find our own path. I'm a spacer, never set foot on Earth until enlisting. But that day, we stood as one people.
But what about interspecies relations?
We have a new council, new friends. We took a tragic vacuum and created an opportunity. Unless you're saying humanity and our many partner species don't deserve that chance to excel, don't insult them. It's beneath you.
Commander Shepard, first human Spectre. Hero of the Battle of the Citadel. Check bid. We get it? Great. Bull rushed on my own show.
What do we got? We're gonna go back down. We're still trying to find a gift shop. And the pet store, I guess. What is this one? More ads? Krogan here.
What do you want?
I talked to one of the Presidium groundskeepers. He said there aren't any fish in the lakes.
What? I told you. Why have all that water if you're not going to store something to eat in it? I don't understand aliens at all.
Thanks for telling me. It's all he's talked about all damn day.
Alright. I went to the cafe. We're trying to go down, I guess. We're looking for the gift shop. What's this?
Greetings, Earthclad. You will find many excellent ships for sale here. Only slightly used, yes.
We don't need ships, but...
Welcome to Saranus Applications. Can I interest you? Ah, Shepard!
Do I know you?
No, but I know you. Even a senile Hanar would remember the human who fought off the Geth. I thought you were dead.
Yeah, I've been getting that a lot.
Please, look around the store. It's a pleasure to have you here.
You know, I use quite a bit of software in my line of work.
It's a shame so few understand their own equipment. Besides the most obvious point-and-go nav interfaces, anyway.
You wouldn't believe how often I hear, "Why is the ship turning around? We're only halfway there."
Oh, I would.
You know, I like your products. Any interest in an endorsement from the human who defeated Saren?
I'd be thrilled. But I don't think I could afford to pay you for it.
Don't worry about it. What if we just work out a discount?
Absolutely. Just speak into my console here.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
That will be splendid. I can edit that and have it working right away. Thank you so much.
Tech damage, shield upgrade, and a visor. All of these are nice, but I don't have monies.
So which tech module are we supposed to get?
With confusion. I thought you were.
What? No. All I heard Varanus say was...
Shepard, we know times are tough. Station records show that you made only 0 credits last year. If you need something to get you to your next paycheck, on error did not found.
What do you think, Michael? Maybe the immuno...
Good day, citizen. Welcome to the Certa Foundation outlet on Zakera Ward.
I couldn't help but notice your prices. They seem a bit steep.
With respect, the Foundation is not concerned with profits. A portion of our sales funds research to cure genetic diseases.
You know, it would make your services more popular. An endorsement from the woman who defeated Saren.
Oh my! You're Shepard, aren't you? I would be glad to give you my employee discount if you would do that for us.
They're all gonna have the same endorsement.
Just speak into my console here.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
I'll work it into our advertising at once. Thank you.
That's funny. I should do this one.
Oh, what's this?
Shipping warehouse?
I just got a refund and exchange, and I was told to pick up new.
This Gladys is a thief, and I want her out.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to take a statement here.
There's nothing to talk about. She stole my credit chit. Arrest her.
I did not! Just because I'm a Quarian.
I need you to stop and take a deep breath.
You're mocking me, Earth Clan. Just because the Vol clan need...
It was a poor choice of words, sir. I apologize.
I'll see if I can find out what happened.
Ma'am, this is a C-Sec matter. We'll do all we can to resolve this. We don't need civilian help. If you do happen to find the chit, please let one of our officers know.
You say you're falsely accused?
I was walking to the used ship dealer when he barged into me outside the Serta Foundation. He didn't stop or say he was sorry. A minute later, he runs up with C-Sec and accuses me of stealing his damn chit.
You ran into each other outside the Serta Foundation. Is it possible the chit fell out of his pocket there?
I guess. Sure, all I know is I didn't take it.
Do you spend a lot of time at the used ship dealer?
Yeah, they've got a lot of nice models. I'd like to buy one and take it back to the fleet, but...
A ship would make a great pilgrimage gift.
You know about the pilgrimage?
I traveled with Quarian who was on hers.
Wow. I didn't know anyone here would do that for one of us.
Do you know who's telling the truth?
My Omni tool can tell the Quarian doesn't have a chit on her, but she could have stashed it to recover later. You know what Quarians are like. And she's definitely a vagrant. I'll run her in and see what Bailey wants to do with her.
You say she stole your credit chit?
She must have. When I left the Serta Foundation store, she ran right into me.
How does running into you mean she stole your credit chit?
That's how pickpockets work. They bump into you and use that as a cover for rifling your pockets. You can't turn your back on these clanless Quarians. Thieves, all of them.
Are you sure you didn't leave your chit at the Serta Foundation?
Of course not. You'd think I'd make a mistake like that. I didn't even buy anything there. That chit stayed in my pocket.
Let's go.
Be careful out there.
Okay, so we're looking for Serta, and then they use...
You ever had ramen?
Ship
It's a delicacy
station.
back on Earth.
There's a Volus outside who lost his credit chit. Did you happen to see him drop it anywhere?
I don't recall any other Vol clan entering my showroom today. Just that migrant clan girl putting her fingers all over the brochures again.
Where's Serta?
You know what Quarians are like. They take anything not welded to the deck.
Serta's over here.
Sir? I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Good day, citizen. Welcome to the Serta Foundation outlet on Zakera Ward.
A Volus was in here not too long ago. Did he drop a credit chit?
And not that I saw. He didn't purchase anything.
Thanks for your time.
Come back soon, Shepard.
The nerve enhancements say that there are occasional motor control side effects. Jake loves to run. What if it makes him fall down?
Jake is fine. He's a perfectly healthy dog.
This is a public notice that Citadel Security will hold an auction of confiscated property in this ward on Earth date, August 4, 2185.
What can I get you? The meat isn't fresh out here, but you won't find any better.
Okay. Oh, I found it? They like walk over it and not even notice?
You claim you didn't take his... Please move along.
Let's go.
Be careful out there.
Find the credit chit. Talk to the officer. Didn't I try to talk to the officer? Let's see, talk to the girl.
Look, it took me a long time to get this refund. It's a Cision Omnigel converter. He said there'd be one waiting for me.
Do you have a service order?
No.
I'm Commander Shepard, and
He's my baby. He's all I have left of Jacob.
I know.
I just want to protect him.
I know.
I'm not being irrational, Michael.
I know.
Which CSEC officer? I assume to be the guy over here, because I found it. I suppose I'm supposed to...
Are you sure you're being straight with me? Please move along.
do you know who's telling the truth?
My Omni tool. You know what Quarrens are like.
It's
Let's
not
go.
letting me
Be
return it
careful out there.
then.
I just talked to him on the Wards Market. He sent me here. Come on, why do I need a service order?
The Wards Market? Why would you come to a Zakera Ward warehouse?
He said they're out of stock and I should go here. He didn't say anything about a service order.
Without a service order, I really can't help you.
Okay.
Wait, this was a trick, wasn't it? You sent me to the wrong place just to get me to leave.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
I'm trying to get...
I'm legally obligated to inform you that I'll be doing an Omni tool scan.
Fine, if it'll get him to leave me alone.
Please move along.
You say she stole your credit
She
chip?
must have. When I left the
Are you sure you didn't leave your chip?
I didn't even buy anything there. That shit's...
That is running into...
You can't turn your...
You say you're
A
fast.
minute later, he runs up with C-Sec and...
You ran into
yes.
each other.
Sure, all I know is I didn't take it.
Let's go.
Be careful out there.
I don't understand what they're wanting me to do if I can't just return it. Do I have to go to CSEC Captain Bailey? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Because the booth told me that confiscated properties are going to him. That was back this way.
Yes?
I should be going.
You need anything else, let me know.
Alright, well then I have no idea what they expect from us there. Citadel Souvenirs is around the corner on this side.
Good day, my friends. Welcome to the Citadel.
Since these stores
Yes,
are
in fact.
I'm a former
My
spec.
goodness.
How about if I
You are
what do you
sure-
need me to
Just
do?
voice
I'm
your
committed.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I-
Okay. Oh, we've got to get the space hamster. We're gonna get the fish. Gotta get the Normandy original. Alright.
So do you want to get one of the fish, or maybe a model ship?
How is a model ship
We
supposed to
have a
remind me of the
space
city?
hamster.
It's festive, and you like ships.
I'm an engineer, honey. I look at ships all day.
I've been that way. So... So that one I know I can do. I just don't understand what they're doing, preventing me from... delivering it if I walked into it and picked it up.
Sorry, sir, but I only read one credit chit, and it's registered to her.
She must have hacked it. You know her kind. They're
Please move along.
Do you know who's
My
telling
Omni
the
tool. You know what Quarians are.
Do you know who's telling the truth?
You know what Quarians are like.
Let's go.
Be careful out there.
You're supposed to return him to Bailey. And I can't just give it to the dude, so I guess we're just gonna move on. There's no point in me sitting and spinning like there's a glitch. Okay. Rapid transit. So, I can go up and down to the main entrance. Okay, so we're going to Presidio.
Shepard! Welcome back to the ranks of the living. I wasn't sure you got my message.
It's been a long time, Captain.
It's Counselor now. I had to give up my commission when I joined the Council. I'm glad you came. Though I was hoping the rest of the Council would be here for this meeting too. Unfortunately, they rarely listen to me. Sometimes I wonder if Udina would have been the better choice for this.
Nobody said this was gonna be easy. But I know you. You get things done.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I doubt Udina would echo it. He thinks I need to work on my people skills.
The ambassador knows how to play politics. Just tell him what you need and let him figure out how to push it through.
Unfortunately, that usually involves pissing off the rest of the Council. They veto my suggestions and nothing changes.
So clearly, Udina's useless.
I just don't have the knack for compromising my principles. A bad trait for a counselor.
I'm still not clear on why you wanted me to come.
There's been a lot of talk since you came back. Some of what I hear has been, frankly, a little disturbing. I wanted to give you a chance to explain your actions. Maybe get the Council to see things from your point of view. But they refused to see you. You let the previous Council die during Sovereign's attack on the Citadel. They feel you'll always put human interests before galactic concerns. Rumors that you're working with Cerberus haven't helped. What are you doing out there?
The Collectors are abducting our colonists in the Terminus systems. And I think they're working for the Reapers.
The Collectors? We hadn't considered that. There's so little data. They've always seemed like a fringe threat. If they're a front for the Reapers, this is big. But even that may not be enough to get the Council off its tail. The others have spent the past 2 years convincing themselves the Reapers don't exist. I tried to get the truth out, but they don't want to see it. It's just easier for them to accept Sovereign as a Geth warship.
Are they blind? What about Vigil, the Prothean VI on Ilos?
The VI in Ilos shut itself down. You're the only one who spoke to it, just like you and your crew are the only ones who spoke directly to Sovereign. Officially, the existence of the Reapers has been dismissed as a myth spread by Saren to convince the Geth to follow him. We both know the truth. But I've spent 2 years fighting that line, and I don't have much to show for it.
You know the threat the Reapers represent. There must be something you can do.
It's up to you to stop the Reaper, Shepard. All I've got is a title if you want it. I can reinstate your Spectre status. I won't win any popularity contests, but they can't really object. Your title was never officially rescinded when you died. Besides, you're still a hero to humanity, and the Council knows the danger of discounting our opinion.
I'll take whatever asset I can get, old friend. Coming from you, it's as good as the first time.
Not quite the same level of ceremony. And more symbolic than useful, but it still has weight in some quarters. The rest is up to you. I'll keep the Council and the Alliance off your back. Shouldn't be too hard if you're operating out in the Terminus systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about... Shepard. What are you doing here?
Stop by to see how Anderson was doing.
I hope you didn't do anything foolish, Counselor. Like try to arrange a meeting with the Council. There could be serious political ramifications.
I don't answer to you, Udina. Why don't you go to your office and think about that for a while?
Of course, Counselor. Good day to both of you.
Sorry about that. Udina's never gotten over the fact that I got the Council position instead of him. Sometimes I need to put him in his place.
What do you keep him around for?
He's got his uses. And if you want something done on the Citadel, he knows who can make it happen. Plus, he's always happy to attend all those formal diplomatic functions I can't be bothered with.
How long did it take to get this place back up to speed after the battle?
Still counting. The main areas of commerce and the most populated wards are complete. But estimates for total restoration are sitting around 5 years. The Keepers always surprise us, though. It's like our repairs are annoying. We'll put up an ugly new bulkhead, and in a few days, they've made it seamless. We never really thought of them as heavy lifters, and I have no idea where they get the resources. But we'd never get done without them.
I'm surprised no one can tell Sovereign isn't Geth technology. Didn't they examine the wreckage?
We don't have much to look at. Pieces of it rained all over the station. It was chaos, with who knows how many species combing the wards for their dead. We secured as much of it as we could. But between the Keepers and a whole lot of unauthorized salvage, there's no way to account for even half of that thing. Another reason why they don't want to acknowledge what Sovereign was.
Last I knew, we were still fighting holdouts.
Here and there. But they are increasingly disorganized. It's long since stopped being called a war. More like cleanup. Not that you can ever discount them. But we haven't had serious casualties for months. A civilian ship will spot an enclave and we send in a squad to clear it. They're not quite the boogeymen they used to be.
What happened to Staff Lieutenant Alenko after the Normandy was destroyed?
Staff Commander Alenko is still with the Alliance. But he's working on a special mission. It's classified. I can't say any more. Not while you're working with Cerberus, I'm sorry.
How have the last couple years treated you?
Serving on the Council isn't how I plan to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here. Just do me a favor and be careful. You can't trust Cerberus.
All right.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Fine, we'll read it. I'm gonna go check my space hamster. Space hamster. Okay, well we got 8 fish. Where's my space hamster? There's my space hamster. Oh, he's shy. I got more ships now. No music. That was supposed to go here to read books and shit. Alright, we got 2 characters that we can recruit. This. That's ED. Okay. So we're going to crew quarters. To give him his food delivery. At least I can do this quest.
Commander, those provisions you provided were perfect. I owe you. I've already thrown together some of my calamari gumbo. Here, try a bite. Truth told, it's based on an Asari recipe. Seems a little cannibalistic to me with their tentacle heads and all, but they ain't no good grub. Anyway, thanks again. You really came through.
I'm not a big fan of calamari. The only time I ever really had, like when I was in Japan, I had something that was like a cold, rubbery octopus tentacle, and it was the most disgusting thing I've ever had. The texture alone was just disgusting. Okay, that one's done. So we got Kasumi. I'll have to leave that for now. Kasumi wants us to do this quest. I don't think I want to do this quest yet. Maybe I should recruit some more peoples first. Which is the warlord and the convict. Alright, we'll go for more people. Let's collect our crew.
Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe.
Alright. That's 1 minute. There's 4. And it's coreless, I guess.
Probe launched. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe. Launching probe.
The last planet? That was the last planet. Alright, let's do this one. We're gonna take Garrus, and I think he would probably work with the warlord.
The dust
dossier doesn't say if Okeer is on this planet by choice. Assume hostiles.
There is only one measure of success. Kill or be killed. Perfection is your goal.
Loudspeakers? Someone likes the sound of their voice.
Stay focused. We're looking for a Krogan warlord.
Being hired is merely the beginning. You must earn your place in the mighty army we are building.
Heads up. Lookout post ahead, and they know we're here.
This should slow him down.
Moving in.
Shit! I won't stop bleeding. I'm gonna... You son of a bitch.
Doesn't look that bad, actually.
He doesn't need to know that.
I knew it wasn't Berserkers. Not at range. You're Mercs, or Alliance. I'm not telling you anything.
You're not in the best bargaining position. I'm looking for a Krogan named Okeer.
Who? You already know more than I do. I just kill Krogan. The old one in the lab dumps crazy ones down here all the time. Jador hired him to make her an army, but the Krogan he creates are insane. So we use them for live ammo training. It's all crap. I don't get paid enough to goddamn bleed out.
Outpost 4, Jador wants us to move. We need coordinates on that Krogan pack.
I want your friends gone. Understand?
Patrol? The last group dispersed. Lost sight 5 minutes ago.
Dispersed? Jador will be pissed. She wanted a show.
You asked for a report, you got it. Dispersed.
Understood. Returning to the labs.
There. You see? I'm helping.
Have you seen Okeer? Does he know about all this?
We can't go in the labs, but everyone sees what happens when the Krogan come out. I've shot hundreds. They're crazy, mindless. Anyone up there, they know what's going on.
What is Jador planning to do with all these Krogan?
Replace us, probably. I sure wouldn't want to see an army of them coming at me. Only she can't control them. They aren't supposed to be crazy, but they're Krogan. How smart are they to start?
Is Jador's lab heavily guarded?
There are big guns to keep ships away. We're not outfitted to fight goddamn commandos.
If you start limping now, you might find a shady spot before you bleed out.
Shit. Oh, shit. Oh.
He just about pissed himself.
Some people need a heavy hand. Come on. Our warlord is somewhere in Jador's lab.
Training is part of your contract. Failure to perform means liquidation. Legal?
Hostile. Stay sharp. I need cover.
Okay.
Firing an impact shot!
These guys are quite efficient. They're sniper rifles.
Humans are your example and your warning. As ferocious as they are, failures are expendable.
Get ready!
In the compound. If they're not killed, resources will be denied.
Impressive! Concussive shot ready.
You are different. New. You don't smell like this world. 7 night cycles, and I have felt only the need to kill. But you... something makes me speak.
Night cycles. 7 days.
They must breed them full size, ready to kill. Not much improvement over regular mercs if they need training.
Bred to kill. No. I kill because my blood and bone tell me to. But it's not why I was flushed from Glass Mother. Survival is what I hear in my head. Against the enemy that threatens all my kind. But I failed, even before waking. That is what the voice in the water said. That is why I wait here.
You're supposed to be part of a mercenary army. Do you remember Jador?
I know that name. It causes anger, but also laughter. It is not a name that will be sung when we march. I don't know what that means, but I have heard it many times.
How can you speak if you're only a week old?
There was a scratching sound in my head, and it became the voice. It taught things I would need. Walking, talking, hitting, shooting. Then the voice said I was not perfect, and the teaching stopped. And now I am here.
It was taught enough to be judged. We still don't know what the goal was, though.
I don't know, but I am not perfect.
You know, there are... In mythology, it's stated that you were in 7 years in the fertility temples, and then they either sold you, you joined your sponsor family, or you might have been taken out. Because they didn't have food to feed you. So, this is going back to mythology. Why does everyone use the mythology of fertility temples, I wonder?
Okir's voice? Did he speak to you while you were in your tank?
I heard the voice, not like now, with ears. Inside. I called it Father. It like that. But it was disappointed. I'm not what it needs me to be.
A lab with Krogans. Sounds like an attempt to cure the genophage.
Cure? Cure was never whispered. Survive, resist, ignore.
I destroyed Saren's cure. How does Okir expect these Krogan to ignore the genophage if not by curing it?
No idea. Doesn't look like he's had much success so far.
How did you disappoint the voice?
I don't know. It was decided before I left Tank Mother. I was not perfect.
He was grown in a tank. It's probably crazy, like that merc said.
I don't know of that, but I'm not perfect.
Yeah, so what happened was if they couldn't sell, like, this is what the slavers did in the Middle East. If they couldn't sell the kids, they couldn't find anyone to, you know, extort, convince wealthy people they were their children for money, they basically just let them loose. And they ran amok on the countryside, stealing from people and basically being a nuisance.
Can you show me the laboratory? I need to speak with Okir.
The Glass Mother. She is up, past the broken parts, behind many of you fleshy things. I will show you.
Glad he's friendly.
You fleshy things are slow when big things are in your way.
Can you show us the way? Help us fight to the lab.
No.
A Krogan refusing to fight?
I will fight if they come, but I feel it deep that I must wait. I kill, but only here. I am not perfect, but I have purpose. I must wait until called, released.
Not a lot of room to maneuver. Stay sharp.
You're loose! Run for your damn life! They're all...
Try a real man's weapon. You'll...
I saw something was shooting on this side. No? Fragile crate. Anything in there?
Authorize that Krogan release. Okay?
Enemy charging!
Careful!
This'll put him down!
To the left!
Lost shields.
Enemy charging!
Watch the Krogan!
Incoming Krogan! Heads up! He's charging! This'll put him down!
Wow, how many of them are they? They're gonna just keep coming?
Incoming!
Custom shots ready.
Ready to die? Try a real man.
Through my shields! Krogan incoming!
Okay, they did eventually.
Krogan took down the grid. We're blind and getting hit on all sides. Where are the heavies?
Okay, there's up that way, and then there was behind us in this direction. What was over here? Ammo? Okay.
Krogan on our 6. Copy, goddammit. Where's Citadel and her personal guard?
This is valuable.
Anything else here? Okay.
Enemies ahead!
Whoa.
Calm down. Sit down! This'll put him down!
Okay, we gotta move in, I guess. Oh good, I got ammo.
Firing a high impact shot.
Sit down!
Berserkers are going down, but the outsider commandos are still incoming. Repeat, still incoming.
Oh.
Scratch one!
Scratch one!
Firing an impact shot!
Keep going. So there are a lot of improvements with this game compared to the first one. Like the combat is so much better. It takes a little getting used to, but there's so much improved. There are still some glitches.
Fire in the hole!
Shifting my camera left and right strangely.
One less to worry about.
Sit down!
What do you mean Chador's holding the mechs? She'll lose all our toys if we don't get back up.
Okay. See a door. Power cells here. keeping them all safe.
Concentrate on.
Yay. Blue. That's one thing I don't like. They attach you to a wall, but the wrong
Firing an impact shot!
It seriously takes forever to get off the wall.
That's shot!
Here, we're gonna have to move in. Okay, that was very ammo intensive. Oh my goodness.
And stay down.
Sit down!
There's some ammo. We need the ammo.
Firing concussive shot!
Let's flank them. Whoa! That was ow.
Heavy fire!
This'll put him down!
Concussive shot ready.
Whoa, okay. Step down here for a second. going? Okay.
Shepard, don't shoot. You know me. I shut down the security cams as soon as I saw it was you. Never thought I'd say it, but I'm glad it's you shooting up the place. Sorry, ran a Thanoptis. You let me go when you destroyed Saren's lab on Vermeer. Had to outrun a nuke and a utility pod,
She's
but
continuing
it's
the
still a second
research.
chance.
I assume you have a good reason for
At
being
least
at
she
this
survived.
lab?
Makes
Don't
you wonder why the
worry,
others
I'm not
couldn't.
wasting the chance you gave me.
I guess
My
no one's
work
stopping
here,
her.
strictly beneficial. Not for the mercs. Jador's on a standard power trip. But Okir is trying to do something good, even if his methods are a little extreme. Everyone deserves a second chance, right? And sometimes giving one pays off. I take care of my debts.
Sometimes people abuse their second chances to attack folks.
What is Okir trying to do here?
It's complicated. Jador wants a private army, but Okir mostly ignores her. He's running the project for his own reasons. I created a mental imprint routine to educate his tank bred. Most don't get through it. He dumps them for some reason. He wants to help his people, but he's not looking for a genophage cure, and he's not going for numbers. That's all I know.
Makes you wonder what he's going for then.
Is paying me supposed to make up for working for Saren or whatever you're doing here?
No, but it's a start I wouldn't have had without you. So maybe I'm not the best example of moral research, but give me a little credit for trying. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna run like hell before you blow the place or something. I know how you work.
That's gonna bite you in the ass someday.
Okay, 3 purples. 3 purples. White, blue. White, orange, blue. Alright.
Here you are. I've watched your progress. It's about time. The batteries on these tanks will not wait while you play with these idiotic mercs.
I take it you're Okir. You don't seem particularly caged or grateful that I'm here.
You may claim to be here to help, but the formerly deceased Shepherd is not a sign of gentle change. Surprised? Old Krogan should know you. I'm sure Rana has already revisited your actions on Vermeer.
I'm sure you're eager to retell the story.
Such a tale. Saren, the Spectre traitor, threatens the return of the Krogan horde by curing the genophage, undoing the gentle genocide of the Turians and Solarians. But before Saren can deliver his endless troops, in rides Shepherd, securing victory through nuclear fire. I like that part. It has weight.
In terms of the global overpopulation, we're tracking the source of most of the world's diseases from South Asian or Persian, Iranian sources, and they're the folks spreading it across the globe. They're spending money to cure their elite, but they're abandoning their masses and they're attacking pretty much everyone around them, which is a piece of shit. They could just, stop having sex, stop creating children, and then the overpopulation problem will solve itself. If everyone has one kid and everyone agrees to this, the population sizes in their overpopulated communities would go down, and then their lives would start to become easier over time. But they don't do that. They just push more and more peoples out and then go, no, our birth rates are down. Meanwhile, their population sizes are climbing through the roof. So no one basically believes anything they have to say in South Asia. Anyway.
I make no apologies. It was the most efficient solution.
But I approve. Saren's pale horde were not true Krogan. Numbers alone are nothing. The mistake of an outsider. One that these mercenaries have also made. I gave their leader my rejects for her army. But she grows impatient. It's time for you to take me out of here.
We're here about collectors, not your problems.
I see. Yes, collector attacks have increased. A human concern. My requests were focused elsewhere. I acquired the knowledge to create one pure soldier. With that, I will inflict upon the genophage the greatest insult an enemy can suffer. To be ignored.
Ah, yes. The fertility temple's tradition of choosing one heir to, follow them out of all their sons.
Your search for the perfect soldier created a lot of failures. You don't care about them?
I failed no one. My rejects are exactly what Jador asked for. She simply lacks the ability to command. They are strong, healthy, and useless to me. I need perfection. If a few thousand are rejected, so be it. My work will purify the Krogan. We will not be restored. We will be renewed.
I thought the Krogan ideal was a return to the numbers that threatened the galaxy.
We will not need numbers. My soldier is a template. It is a greater threat than all the Phantom siblings that would have been at its flank. The galaxy still bears the scars of the Horde, but it will learn to fear the Lance.
Your search for the perfect soldier created a lot of failures. You don't care about them?
I failed no one. My rejects are exactly what Jador asked for. She simply lacks the ability to command. They are strong, healthy, and useless to me. I need perfection. If a few thousand are rejected, so be it. My work will purify the Krogan. We will not be restored.
What did you get from the collectors? I need whatever you know about them.
They are strange. So isolated, yet very available when your sacrifice is big enough. I gave them mini Krogan. I may have information for you, but the tech was consumed in my prototype, after I determined how to use it without killing the subjects. The deaths were unfortunate, but I only need one success to start the process.
So you don't want to cure the genophage?
Contrary to what survivors claim, the genophage does not produce strong Krogan. The only quality it filters is the ability to survive the genophage. For every 1,000 stillborn, too many weaklings live. Every survivor is branded as precious. That's produced more cuddling than your collective human teats. I say, let us carry the genophage. Let 1,000 die in a clutch. We will defeat it by climbing atop our dead. That is the Krogan way.
If your pet soldier is as strong as you think, maybe I can use him.
Perhaps I can strike a deal to secure passage. But my prototype is not negotiable. It is the key to my legacy.
Attention, I have traced the Krogan release. Okeer, of course. I'm calling blank slate on this project. Gas these commandos and start over from Okeer's data. Flush the tanks.
She's that weak-willed. She'll kill my legacy with a damn valve. Shepard, you want information on the collectors? Stop her. She'll try to access contaminants in the storage bay.
You could just start over like she plans to. What's the big deal?
This tank is pure. It involved as much trial as data. Starting over will not duplicate it. It must survive. Jador will be with the rejected tanks. Kill her. I will stay and do what must be done.
Alright, let's go stop the invasion. Oops.
This might be useful. We've been spotted.
Okeer isn't the only one with choice to command.
This should punch through their armor.
Whoa.
This should slow them down. Watch the Krogan!
Oh, fuck.
To the right!
Go ahead, destroy. I will rebuild.
Kill that Krogan!
And stay down. Incoming. Firing a high-impact shot.
Krogan charging! Enemy charging!
Oh, fuck.
Kill them. I'll create more.
Alarms in the lab? What's that Krogan doing up there?
Shepard, the lab alarms coincided with the system's failure. The remaining lab systems are unprotected, and I have gained limited access. According to lab scanners, the room is flooded with toxins and Okeer's personal life signs are failing rapidly. I recommend haste.
So I'm not supposed to go check to see if she has any stuff? Fine. I'm going across to here, across to here.
Contamination detected. Emergency vent in progress. Contamination detected. Emergency vent in progress.
If I knew why the collectors wanted humans, I would tell you. But everything is in my protocol.
Why would someone so fanatical sacrifice himself for one Krogan?
A bullet in the
life.
brain would save us a lot of headaches.
A pure Krogan could pack a hell of a punch. We can always use another heavy hitter.
If he'll help. I doubt anyone's asked for his opinion.
Normandy, Okeer is a no-go, but we have a package that needs retrieval. And he's a big one.
The fertility temple cults believe that it was one life, and your child was your next life. someone who fanatically ran a fertility temple would choose their son to be their next life, and they would sacrifice for that son. Everyone else was discarded because they weren't considered their next life. Maybe they weren't his children. Maybe they were orphans and he was running an orphanage. Maybe he had many daughters and he chose the best amongst the children his daughters produced to be his next life. Anyway, but that's mythology. This game's making me think about mythology on this quest. Yay, we got funding.
Bringing the Krogan for study makes sense, but I have concerns about waking it.
Yeah, you've said that a few times now.
A normal Krogan is dangerous. This one was created and likely educated by a madman.
There's no way he's getting out unless one of us lets him out.
Or unless Okeer installed some sort of failsafe. Or a malfunction causes the tank to shut down.
I'm not saying we take a crowbar to it right now, but I'm not giving up a potential resource.
It's your decision, Commander. Just be careful.
Noted. The cargo hold is safe enough while I decide what to do with him.
Alright. I don't know why you wouldn't open it. Research. Weapon upgrades. Yes, that one's cheap. Oof. I don't really need these right now. I need one more tech damage upgrade to unlock this. Alright.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, would like that actually. Talked about work earlier. Time with Special Tasks Group studying genophage. Wasn't entirely honest. Lie of omission. Also, other kinds. Need to clear the air. Mission too important to keep secrets. Work on genophage was more than just study.
What was the Special Tasks Group doing with the Krogan genophage?
Study at first, as I said, but uncovered surprising data. Krogan population was increasing at faster rate than expected. Krogan were adapting to genophage, overcoming disease.
Did the Krogan evolve, or did some of their scientists develop a treatment?
Krogan scientists? Never met Krogan scientist worthy of term. No. Natural evolution. Krogan physiology incredibly durable. Organ redundancy, backup systems, cellular regeneration. Genophage like any other natural hazard. Krogan evolved past it.
What did your team do when it learned that the Krogan were overcoming the genophage?
Personally led a science team. Geneticists, chemists, sociologists, mathematicians. Created new version of genophage. Released it on Tuchanka, other Krogan-centric areas. Restabilized Krogan population.
How did you distribute the modified genophage?
Covert drops, hospitals, clan centers, water supplies. Very difficult. Few Solarians on Tuchanka. Team got caught a few times. Had to fight free. Messy. Better when things went as planned.
How did your genophage modification work?
Krogan evolution attached garbage genetic code to genophage attack sites. Modification created other areas for garbage code to connect. Left sites clean, capable, running smoothly.
Okay.
I doubt you told many people about this, Morden. I appreciate you letting me know.
Wanted you to know I'm willing to do
Just
what's
stay diplomatic.
necessary. Should get back to work.
Gather
Talk more later.
information without
Next time,
judging.
tissue synthesis has to compile. Good for free time.
It's down here. guess I will be talking to everybody as we finished a major mission.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Sounds good. Have to say you run this ship tight, and we're getting things done. We keep on track and maybe we'll figure this out. I hope so. I'm not looking forward to the debrief if it all goes to hell. Is there something specific? Or are you just checking in?
I heard you were big in the Alliance. Figured we have something in common.
I did some things that caught attention and stirred up the Citadel. That was after the Alliance put me on leave, though. Didn't drive a Mako through a relay or take down a Reaper, but you covered that.
What led you to Cerberus?
The Alliance sidelined me after Eden Prime. Ended up on a job with Miranda that Cerberus treated like an audition. And here I am.
You don't seem like a results at all costs kind of guy. Cerberus history doesn't bother you?
The Alliance is all politics. Somebody has to take down the bad people. Cerberus keeps that line, I'm on their side.
One thing I like about this game is they focus on the storytelling, interspersed with the action and the puzzles, the stupid little mini games to open things. It's more than what some modern game developers are doing today, because everyone's now TikTok ADD and no one wants to sit and learn about it anymore. It's kind of frustrating for us older time gamers, really.
What was your proudest career moment?
The job I'm proudest of wasn't for the Alliance. Nobody really knows about it. A Batarian group was plotting to release a weaponized virus and kill the Council. Miranda and I stopped it.
Strange that it wasn't bigger news.
The real work doesn't get publicized, you know that. They say it's better that people don't know how fragile the system is or how close the bad guys can get. So, it never happened. Like you and the Reaper. And that's why I'm here.
You make no apologies for doing what you had to. I admire that.
I couldn't go back to the Alliance, not after the cover-up. They did the same to you. General public never knew you were dead or heard the real story of the Citadel. Did you know they used you on recruitment ads? You were the human ideal for like 6 months. Then they replaced you with a composite image they invented. Guess you didn't focus test right. Perfect example of humanity, and they still dumped you.
It's nice to know someone like you is thinking about me.
Knowing the real story was hard. It felt like... Well, maybe this isn't really appropriate, Shepard. Commander, I should get back to my duties. Everything has to be perfect if we're going to survive this.
You're not blowing me off that easy, Mr. Taylor.
I don't actually want to flirt with him. He's not my choice. Let's go to fruit quarters.
Rupert, there's something different with tonight's meal. Seems like you put in more food and less ass.
Yeah, keep talking.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
He doesn't want to chat.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'm just finishing an operation report. I'm impressed, Shepard. So far things have gone exceptionally well. As Cerberus operations go, this is one of the best I've been a part of.
Cerberus obviously has your loyalty. How did you get involved with them?
I suppose you've earned the right to know. Do you remember when I told you how I was genetically altered? Well, that wasn't my choice. My father created me. He's a very influential man and extremely controlling. He didn't want a daughter. He wanted a dynasty. I ran away as soon as I was old and brave enough. I went to Cerberus because I knew they could protect me.
You seem capable of defending yourself. Why did you need Cerberus?
My father invested a great deal in his dynasty. It wasn't a matter of just leaving. I knew he would continue to pursue his investments.
I assume that Cerberus approves of your enhanced abilities?
Of course. Cerberus fully endorses anything that advances the cause of humanity. Genetic alterations included. But unlike my father and his own selfish reasons, Cerberus and the Elusive Man believe in a greater good. They see the bigger picture, and I feel like I have a purpose here.
Talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used by your father, by Cerberus.
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Who exactly is your father?
A businessman, but a very wealthy one. It's ironic, my father believed deeply in a human-positive agenda. He donated generously to Cerberus before I joined them. That's how I first heard about Cerberus, through my father's connections.
Talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used by your father, by Cerberus.
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
You've told me a lot about your father. What happened to your mother?
I never had one. Most of my genetic material is based on my father's tissue. His Y chromosome was altered with an amalgam of desired traits from various sources. How arrogant can you be? The man is completely egomaniacal. Just another reason I had to get away from him.
Thanks for your time, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, Commander.
So what, they just doubled his X? Called it a day? That's dangerous because it will reinforce the negative genetic traits if there are problems on his copy of his X gene. Or his X chromosome.
This mission takes me back. Oh yeah, that's a model of the Veracon. Turian frigate. Hell of a ship. I led a mission to bring that thing down from the inside with just 5 men and whatever guns we could bring. No chance of success, but we did it. Everyone died but me. So I made out like a bandit. My first impossible mission as an independent contractor. There's been many since, but nothing so goddamn sweet as watching that Turian warship crash planet-side.
Alright. His stories. I guess I better go let him out of the cargo. Alright.
The subject is stable, Shepard. Integration with onboard systems was seamless.
Can he see anything in there? Does he know where he is?
Unlikely. Current neural patterns indicate minimal cognition. Barring ship-wide power loss, the nutrients in the tank could sustain him for over a year.
Any idea how dangerous this guy is?
He is a Krogan, Shepard. If you were asking whether he is actively hostile, I don't have the necessary data to answer. Okir's technology could impart data, not methods of thinking. The subject may know of his views, but would not necessarily share them.
What can you tell me about this guy? Anything unusual?
The subject is an exceptional example of the Krogan species, with fully formed primary, secondary, and tertiary organs where applicable. No defects of any kind, aside from the genetic markers of the genophage present in all Krogan. I cannot judge mental functioning.
Stand by. I'm gonna open the tank and let him out.
Cerberus protocol is very clear regarding untested alien technology.
I won't be second-guessed on my own ship by my own ship. Do it.
Very well, Shepard. The controls are online. The switch and consequences are yours.
female. Before you die, I need a name.
Buy me dinner before you attack me, man.
I'm Commander Shepard, and I don't take threats lightly. I suggest you relax.
Not your name. Mine. I'm trained. I know things. But the tank, Okeer couldn't implant connection. His words are hollow. Warlord, Legacy, Grunt. Grunt was among the last. It has no meaning. It'll do. I am Grunt. If you are worthy of your command, prove your strength and try to destroy me.
You wouldn't prefer Okeer or Legacy?
It's short. Matches the training in my blood. The other words are big things I don't feel. Maybe they fit your mouth better. I feel nothing for Okeer's clan or his enemies. I'll do what I'm bred to do. Fight and determine the strongest. But his imprint has failed. Without a reason that's mine, one fight is as good as any other. Might as well start with you.
I have a good ship and a strong crew. A strong clan. You'd make it stronger.
If you're weak and choose weak enemies, I'll have to kill you.
Our enemies are worthy. No doubt about that.
That's acceptable. I'll fight for you.
I'm glad you saw reason.
Huh? Offer one hand, but arm the other. Wise Shepard. If I find a clan, if I find what I want, I will be honored to eventually pit them against you.
Wow.
Shepard.
Just checking in. Making sure you're acclimatizing.
Humans talk too much. Like the tank. Come back later.
What are your thoughts about our mission?
I fight. Doesn't matter who for.
Did Okeer give you any imprints about the Collectors?
I see blurry ships, guesswork about strength. Nothing to help pick a weak spot and tear. Okeer spent all his time on old hatreds. Whatever he had, it was used up when he made me.
Anything in your tank imprints that can make use of the resources we found?
Might have something I could put together. Don't know how useful it will be.
Is it the shotgun? Okay, I'll do that then.
Shepard.
Okay.
That's all for now.
Shepard.
I think Garrus had one that I didn't click on. Maybe I should do that. Or did I already click on that one? Just to check. Dun 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 dun. You can upgrade for me?
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got any upgrade ideas for the Normandy's weapon systems?
A few, yeah. Here, take a look.
Oof, we need more platinum.
Let me know when you've got the materials for me to upgrade our guns.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
That's something worth gathering materials for. Alright.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Alright. We are going to reload. And then we're going there's a moon. I guess we're gonna check out the rest of these galaxies. Relic first.
Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched.
That
Probe
one.
launched. Probe launched.
Whoa.
Probe launched.
Okay.
Probe launched.
Alright, that's all they have. 14%.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Launching probe. Launching probe.
Might as well grab all the ESO we can. I want to
Launching
go low on
probe.
platinum while I waste that. Alright. Off we go.
Probe away.
Kind of a low.
Probe away.
Next. Murky water.
Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe.
Thank you for that notification.
Probe launched.
Okay, we'll back out. Oops.
Launching probe.
Oh, whatever.
Probe away. Probe away.
Okay, I don't really need more iridium, so I'm gonna back out of this world.
Probe launched.
Alright, backing out. 85, what are we missing? East Thunder Brain now. Oh, there's one here.
Launching probe. Launching probe. Launching probe.
You've got
Launching
2 probes left, but make them count. Alright, we'll head back to... where is it? Here? You gotta refuel? Recharge. Okay, we're going up to the moon.
Anomaly detected.
Distress. Beacon process interrupted.
Probe launched. I have found something.
Okay. We have a shipwreck.
Probe away. Probe launched.
Neith is a fertility goddess of, was it Middle Kingdom?
Probe launched.
Or was it Old? All I remember specifically is sometime during the period of, between Jet, Den, and when Renith herself ruled, they were basically trading families from dynasty to dynasty and killing the family members of the peoples who they conquered. They're claiming, oh, you know, we buried them so the slaves could serve them in death. Bullshit, it's because you didn't want to feed the peoples. And you were making way for your migrant, whoever the next migrant conqueror was, to take their lands. You get a lot of Middle Eastern bullshit in that region. Oh, hold on, it didn't land. Let's do the shipwreck. We gotta take Grunt out and Kasumi because we've never used them before. We need to level them up. Let's do that one. Alright. Keep the missile launcher for now. Although honestly, I think I prefer the singularity projector. I'm not even sure. You get the heavy shotgun, right? Alright, let's go.
A sandstorm is approaching from the northwest. Proceed with caution.
Oh. I saw that already. Nope, I don't see anything obvious in this direction. Let's continue on.
Attention all hands. We are on a collision course and losing systems fast. Report to the escape pods immediately. This is not a drill.
Is that the manifest of the things that are going to attack me?
Trenton, we've got a problem in the cargo bay. Marcus says the mechs in the containers are activating and self-destructing. Go check it out.
There's the cargo bay. I guess this is what exploded in from the cargo bay. I guess that's the storm that's coming. I have to get out of here. Not gonna let me return to the Normandy. Alright, what else what else is he expecting me to do here? So I can see the ship burning in front of me. We're salvaging the hell out of all the stuff that fell.
Captain, short-range sensors just went offline and I'm locked out of helm control. The VI is reporting malfunctions all over the ship.
This way? No. What else haven't I found? Oh, here. Signal transmitters in that direction. Here it is. Let's see.
Multiple hostiles powering up at your location. Recommend immediate extraction.
We've been spotted.
Throwing dart.
Eat it!
Did I do that?
Time to fight!
Sandstorm activity has reduced visibility to 65%.
Heads up! Now you see me. Can't get there.
Requesting assistance. Requesting assistance. Backup
Sandstorm activity has reduced visibility to 40%. Proceed to shuttle for evacuation.
Got no shields! Throwing dart. Nice!
Reduced visibility to 40%. Proceed to shuttle for evacuation.
Okay. Was I supposed to find a survivor? Didn't look like it. Let me go upgrade the
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
gun before I forget about it. Yeah, I'm still not doing those yet.
No messages for you, Commander.
Okay. So we didn't need.
Probe launched.
Now we're on Sobek. Sobek was the crocodile god, was he not? Associated with the lake.
Probe launched.
Around Bayou, if I recall correctly. There was controversy there about a water being redirected and then changing its levels of the Nile because they were digging a canal or an irrigation ditch that affected the existing river levels. And everyone was pointing fingers at each other. Sobek ended up sitting next to the lake that, you know, got the stolen waters. Was he responsible for it, or was he there to manage the problem? I can't tell you. I don't know that much about Sobek.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe.
Sekhmet. Sekhmet was your cat goddess, your warrior cat goddess.
Launching probe. Probe away. Probe away.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste time on that. What's this one? Bast. Bast was your fertility cat goddess.
Launching probe.
And you have to remember all ancient peoples were tribal and they had animal totems much like other native tribes. Cats, I think, came out of the era where the Africans attacked the birds. So at the earliest pre-dynastic level, the bird tribe, which is what most of Egypt mythology is based on, is a culture of a bird tribe, right? So they were attacked by African pygmies, essentially. They're drawn on the tablet as very, very short peoples with a wife and children who are shorter than the short peoples. Next to these taller bird peoples, who the cats were basically the my theory is that they used the cat totem because cats hunted birds, and perhaps these are the peoples who were hunting their own, at least at this era. Like, they have basically totems for 5 tribes. There were 2 smaller animals with ears and a tail. That could have been a cat and a dog. There was 2 bird tribes, two banners with bird totems, and there was one more, which was the scorpion. And during the course of the wars and the conquerorship of Egypt in the Narmer phase, they describe one of the tribes disappeared. It was either the dog or the cat. I wonder if it was the dog, because the Greek mythology states that Aeolus, lived on a ship, and Aeolus and Anubis have very similar soundings to them. So I wonder if Anubis was basically decided to leave. I'm not entirely sure. Or if they were pissed at the cats and they kicked them out.
Probe away.
Or the cats themselves were pissed at the circumstances under this conquerorship and they chose themselves to leave. It's hard to tell. I need more data.
Probe launched.
I haven't read or translated every hieroglyphic stele known to mankind. The nice thing about the Narmer ones is they were fully pictographs, so they were images. They didn't try to use words. They were one of the earliest representations. They didn't create the symboled hieroglyphs yet. Anyway, so now we're going to go back to... We have an abandoned station at Strabo. We gotta go back. Get more probes. Okay, we're going to Malvis next. I've been studying a lot of Egyptian mythology as I've been studying overpopulation and genetics of migration, because it helps you understand the peoples in this area Because you can see there were many wars and many overpopulation migrations between different races in this area.
Probe launched.
So that's it's interesting. I mean, I started studying, you know, Ontario history, then I moved into, you know, like the housing crisis globally, and then I moved into migration genetic studies.
Probe launched.
And I've been reading different mythology texts, and because those were the original history books, right?
Launched.
And propaganda, of course. Like, for better or worse, they'll tell you what the peoples wanted you to believe at the time. Whether or not it was true is hard to say, but there were allegations of these things going on.
Probe away.
They're all important artifacts of history either way.
Launching probe.
And it's funny looking at the interpretations of Middle Eastern Egyptologists being so far off. Anyone with a brain who understands pictographs, you look at them and you go, yeah, God is happy. That's what this means. Even though it says here there were slavers attacking and this is a legal document describing a dispute between two tribes. Sure. God is happy. God is probably pissed at you. You can't read your hieroglyphs. Or you're sitting there bullshitting his peoples instead of preserving the texts and historical documents they put great painstakings into creating. But I guess he doesn't consider them his gods. They weren't his tribal leaders.
Launching probe.
Because, you know, a lot of the Egyptology is run by what, one guy?
Probe away.
Okay. Oh, politics. Whoa, there's lots of stuff here.
Probe launched.
Balanced. A lot of resources in this one. I think the problem is the Middle Eastern folks know they conquered the area, and they're trying to suppress. They're trying to keep artifacts for tourism purposes to get people to pay them to come see these, you know, artifacts they're holding hostage. But these are really artifacts of another culture, one that they destroyed, and they're trying to hide that fact from the general global public. Then we're going to Strabo. Alright. Like, they're trying to get back the artifacts of, from the Egyptian departments across Europe, but those are European artifacts. That was European culture. So I think they're right. Like, they've accepted that some of our, like, based on, you know, genetic studies of some of the mummies, they've accepted that some of those eras were European, and they've released and allowed us to retain some of those artifacts. But for the most part, like, they did a lot of destruction of history. It's like, why would we give them artifacts back? They're just going to destroy or poorly translate to bullshit books. Is that it? Is that the last one? Yeah, that was the last one. So let's do Jerahi Station. Garrus is my guy, and we'll take the scientist. I haven't taken him in a while. The hand cannon? Yeah, he already has the best pistol he's gonna have. I should have maybe taken that. I'm taking my investigators. Honestly, I don't know how much team selection choice matters in these missions, but... Well, let me jump through that window. Okay, so they hit a rogue BI.
Docking area power restored. Intruders are requested to report to the cargo doors for immediate removal from station. Intruder detected. You are not authorized to be in this area. Living area power restored. 1 door enabled. 3 doors enabled. 2 doors enabled. 5 doors enabled.
Alright. I don't know how I did that, I just randomly hit things. Monies. They're all dead. That door is locked. I heard that PDA.
All intruders intentionally violating quarantine are requested to exit the station immediately. Plasma venting in progress. Attempting to reach the maintenance controls will most likely result in serious injury or death.
Shields down.
All attempts to decontaminate station have failed. Require more power to escalate defenses. Maintenance area power restored.
Well, that kind of sucked.
power restored. Beam engaged. Testing area has been locked down according to Protocol M29-2. Reflective armor prototype repositioned. Reflective armor prototype repositioned. There have been 4 fatalities on this station in the last. Reflective armor prototype repositioned. Reflective armor prototype repositioned. Reflective armor prototype repositioned. Reflective armor prototype repositioned. Testing area has been unlocked.
Alright.
All personnel take this opportunity to leave the station immediately. Hub area power restored. Central mainframe access granted. Docked vessel detected. Attempting to upload central programming into docked vessel's mainframe.
Am I supposed to go down?
Intruder detected. You are not authorized to be in this area. This is a secure zone. Please leave this station immediately. I regret to inform you that all attempts to defend the station have failed. Shutting down security protocols.
Okay. We did it. I guess that is all that we have in this zone. Run back to the mass relay.
Fuel at 1/2 capacity.
Alright. Recharged. Okay, so we got the recruit next. We have Project Overlord, Infected Production Line, and a Convict to recruit. So let's go get our next ally, maybe. Or should I leave that for next episode's investigation? Let's see, how long have I been playing? Yeah, I've been playing about 3 hours. I think I'll stop there for today, because I'm getting kind of hungry. Okay, so I'll stop. So we're gonna save, and we're gonna take it next time. We've, wandered through a lot of little, systems, done some quests. We've got Grunt, we got Kasumi, so we've got 2 new guys out of our squad of, I don't know how many, it's not showing us. There were 12, right? So we've got Miranda, I don't even remember all their names, how bad am I? We've got the bounty hunter, we got the 2 Cerberus characters. We've got Garrus, of course I remember Garrus, he's my boy. We've got Grunt, we've got the Morden, the Solarian scientist. We've got Kasumi now, and the bounty hunter dude. So we're almost at halfway through our complement. I think that's a good place to stop now. I can maybe add 2 characters per episode until we have a full team, and then we'll do some major quests. There's a plan. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab something to eat. Until next time.